and yet they've not spent £1 on this transfer window so far. Lots to get into this morning. The first thing we're going to talk about, and I will just put the quote up on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. This is in relation to Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is worried with the reinforcements made by rivals and Manchester United's passivity in the market. Cristiano does not want to exhaust one of the last seasons in the elite with no options to win any title. Now, some people are saying this is a rubbish source, but actually they have been quite right about a few things when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo. What I would say in relation to that, and I've always said this about Cristiano Ronaldo, that he is a fan of Manchester United. I don't think you can deny that. Excuse me. But when we bought Cristiano Ronaldo, we said this, that effectively you're getting a super fan in the dressing room. And not necessarily because he's obsessed with Manchester United being successful like we are as fans, but because he's obsessed with being successful in his own career as well. He won't let those standards drop, and I guarantee you this is good that Cristiano Ronaldo will be sat there like on holiday, getting ready to come back from holiday, thinking, well, what's going on? What is going on? And it's important to remember that there'll be certain people in that dressing room who are just so look at me running around and doing the gym. They're only interested in themselves. They won't be thinking, why haven't we bought any players? Because they're desperate to get back and keep their place. It's that winning mentality that Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't think people think of it like this, because of course Cristiano Ronaldo is ridiculously focused and selfish, because that's what you have to be what he's achieved. You have to have an element of selfishness, you do. But the brilliance of the selfishness of Ronaldo is that he wants to win. So for whatever team he plays for, whether it's Real Madrid, Manchester United, Juventus, having someone like that in the dressing room is huge, because it makes you more likely to win, having somebody who's obsessed with winning. Like I say, he's so confident in his own ability, and he's so hungry for success. He's sat there going, well, where are the players being brought in to improve that shower of shit I was playing with last season? Whereas some of our players, they're just focused on themselves. They're like, I don't want to hear about any transfers, because I need to get my place back. Get me down the gym and let me get like Kate Bush running up that hill, you know. So I think this is a good thing, even though it's potentially a bad thing, that Ronaldo, I think, will be frustrated. I think he will be impatient, and I think he will be wondering about why rivals who are miles ahead of us are doing business and we're not. Now, he's probably had some reassurance, but he's an elite athlete as well. He'll also know, well, look, all right, you're telling me you're buying this player, you're buying that player. You haven't bought them yet. And also, when are you going to buy them? Because we need to be training with them together. I need to know if you're going to buy De Jong or you're going to buy Anthony. They're very important to my game. I want to be training with them. I want to know where they play the ball. I want them to know what runs I'm making. I don't want them to be turning up a week before the first game of the season. So I take this as a positive. Baj, welcome to the Members Club. Hi Mark, could you shout out my TikTok, Richie's Food and Nature? Love the show, says Richie's Food and Nature. There you go, there's his TikTok as well. So I'm sure some people will check it out, Richie. Dortmund just signed their 6th player while we're still in talks to sign our first one, says Phil. And Jar Jar Binks, welcome to the Members Club. Thank you very much for joining there. My least favourite Star Wars character, but one of my favourite members. There we go. So look, in relation to Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't take this, by the way, as a threat that he's going to leave. I don't think we're anywhere near that. I think that if we didn't sign anybody, he would try and force a move, and I wouldn't blame him. But I think this is more a statement of what's going on. What is the statement of intent for Manchester United? We're back in training soon. There's no buzz. The team was crap last year. It was riddled with toxicity and crap. Where is the improvement? And I think Ronaldo probably is sat there wanting to enjoy his holiday, thinking ahead of a new season in the World Cup and going, where's the buzz around this club? Why are we not getting any buzz? And I think it's not a threat to leave. I think it's a warning about we've got to start doing some business, because it is actually impacting on the mood. People will go back to training on Monday, and are they excited? Are they excited to go training the week after when there's no change? The club needs to create a buzz, and I'm amazed that nobody's really picking up on this. I'm tired of the transfer window's been open for 2 weeks. It's a challenging market. We're confident we'll get where we need to at the end. But it's all about buzz. Everything's about buzz. Confidence, enthusiasm. Where is that? Because we're not bringing any of that at the moment, and the club needs to start delivering on that, which is why I think we've got a big 48 hours. I don't think Ronaldo's leaving. I know I've always said I've got this fear that he will, and that's like a sixth sense. That is sixth sense, not sick. I've just had this horrible feeling for a while that Ronaldo will leave, but there's no logical reason for that. That's just a if he does leave, I've got some weird powers, because I don't think it's logical that he leaves. I don't think he's threatening to leave. I just think he knows this is a big season and he wants the club to match his enthusiasm. And of course, this happened with Rooney as well. Remember when we got Rooney to sign a new contract and we promised we were going to invest in the team? Let's not forget, although we got Ronaldo, it wasn't just Ronaldo come and earn big money. It was Ronaldo come and win things at Man United. We're going to invest in this squad. So there's promises to Ronaldo that need to be kept as well, because I guarantee when we signed Ronaldo last summer, part of the persuasion was we're going to invest in this team, we're going to try and win the league, and we've not done anything this summer. So there's promises to Ronaldo from last year that need to show fruition this year. Mark, I don't really think the Glazers give a shit. They're driven by greed. We desperately need to keep Ronnie, says Andy and Bruno. Watching from Santorini, we need the players here for pre-season. Michael, you're so lucky. I wish I was in Santorini. Lovely place. Ronaldo has every right to be a bit annoyed for the lack of transfers, says Pedro. Yes, he does. And I think that this is just, as I said, I think this is just one of the massive advantages of having a player like Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United, because he is basically a super fan in the dressing room. He basically has the same. He might not have it for the same reasons, but he does have the same feelings that we have. He'll look at that dressing room and go, "Why are you so shit? Why are you wearing a United shirt? I want to win league titles. Shut up moaning and get on with it. Why aren't we signing players?" And he wants all that because he wants to win and he wants to score goals. But we go hand in hand with that because we want the same things, maybe just for different reasons. So look, we'll see what happens with it. I'm sure Manchester United are going to do some business, but Ronaldo has every right to be annoyed, as Pedro said. I agree. And just before we move on from Ronaldo as well, there was apparently Erik ten Hag has held a meeting with Ronaldo, probably over the phone, to be fair, because they're both on holiday. This is rumoured to be to do with the captaincy. I know that Ronaldo and Ten Hag have spoken, and I know that Ten Hag is absolutely intent on keeping Ronaldo at the club. Ronaldo is one of the greatest players that's ever played the game. Ten Hag needs that sort of mentality and ability in his first year, and also wants Ronaldo to be one of the leaders for the players that he's going to bring in, like your De Jongs and your Antonys and people like that. So he's desperate to keep Ronaldo. I mean, it's just pure paper talk and fiction when people start saying he won't suit Ten Hag. Ten Hag will want to get rid of him. It's ridiculous, and I think he will stay, but I think we've got to start doing some business, and we've got to start doing some business soon. Ronaldo said he wants to win trophies at United. He will stay, says Mikael Roach. And if we don't sign any, but that's a completely different comment, Mikael. You're just talking about a player staying. That, with all due respect, I don't really understand what you're trying to say there. Ronaldo said he wants to win trophies, so he'll stay at United. It's like, it's sunny out. Like, what does that even mean? We're talking about his frustration at the lack of activity in the transfer window and how slow we're being. That's very different to saying I'm leaving the club. You can easily say you're staying at the club and still get very, very angry with it and say, what are you doing? Like, you're not going... It's like me saying to you, Mikael, are you going to go and support Man City now? Of course you're not. Doesn't mean you're not going to get angry and frustrated with United's lack of activity. None of us are going to leave United as football fans, but it doesn't mean we can't sit here and be frustrated, and that's exactly what this story about Ronaldo is. If we don't sign anyone...